The lake cabin had always been my escape. Quiet, peaceful, surrounded by pine and the sound of water slapping gently against the dock. No cell service, no HOA, no drama, or so I thought. It was late August, one of those perfect weekends when the air smells like pine resin and campfire smoke. I'd been away from the ranch for a few weeks handling court duties, so I was looking forward to 2 days of total silence and fishing. When I drove up the gravel path toward the lake, though, something immediately felt off. For one, the gate was missing, and two, there was a massive property of Silver Lake HOA banner strung across the front of my cabin. I actually stopped the truck and just stared at it for a full minute. Then I laughed, because this had to be a joke. Except it wasn't. I walked up the path, boots crunching in the gravel, and noticed even more red flags. Literally. Tiny HOA approved, flags staked into the lawn, a new security camera bolted to the porch, and a lock on my own front door. Okay, I muttered. This is new. That's when a golf cart rolled up from the road, the kind only used by people who think driving 5 miles an hour makes them powerful. And there she was, Karen. Visor, clipboard, pastel cardigan, the holy trinity of trouble. "Oh, it's you," she said, narrowing her eyes. "You're trespassing." I blinked. "I'm what?" She checked her clipboard. According to Silver Lake HOA records, this cabin has been incorporated into the community expansion zone. It now belongs to the association. I actually laughed. "Karen, I own this land. It's on county record. I built this cabin." She waved a manicured hand. "That's a matter of interpretation." "No, that's a matter of law," I said. "How on earth did you incorporate it?" She smirked. "The HOA voted to expand the lake perimeter. Any adjacent undeveloped or unregistered structures fall under our jurisdiction." I stared at her. "This is developed, registered, and mine." "Well," she said sweetly, "you'll have to take that up with the HOA board." "I am the board," I said dryly. "The county property board." Karen blinked. "Excuse me?" "Judge Michael Hale," I said, pulling out my ID. "County District Court." She visibly paled. You can't use that authority here." I smiled. "Karen, you built your fake neighborhood empire on my land." Turns out, while I'd been away, the Silver Lake HOA, led by Karen as acting expansion coordinator, God help us all, had redrawn their neighborhood map and submitted it to the county as a community enhancement zone. The problem? Their so-called zone swallowed up 3 private lots, mine included, without so much as notifying the owners. They'd even collected fees from the other 2 properties, pretending to be management representatives. Karen had personally changed the locks on my cabin for security. Security from whom? Apparently, me. I didn't even bother arguing. I called the sheriff's office. 10 minutes later, 2 deputies arrived, Jenkins and Morales again, who by this point had their own HOA Karen group chat. Karen marched up to them, waving her clipboard. "Officers, arrest this man for trespassing." Jenkins raised an eyebrow. "On his own property?" Karen hesitated. "It's not his anymore. We have new jurisdiction." Morales examined the banner. "Silver Lake HOA? You're about 5 miles outside your neighborhood." "Ma'am." Karen puffed up. "We've expanded." Jenkins looked at me deadpan. "You expanded into a felony." The next 2 hours were glorious chaos. The deputies ordered Karen to unlock the cabin immediately. When she refused, they called in a locksmith. When she tried to block the door, she was cited for obstruction. And when I walked inside, I found the cherry on top. Karen had moved furniture in. My couch had been replaced with wicker. My fridge stocked with kombucha. A fake HOA guest Wi-Fi sign on the counter. "Karen," I said slowly, "did you seriously move into my cabin?" She crossed her arms. "I'm the temporary caretaker." Jenkins nearly choked laughing. "Caretaker of stolen property?" Morales was taking photos for the report. "Ma'am, this is burglary." Karen gasped. "It's management." "Sure," Morales said. "And I'm the Easter Bunny." By the end of the afternoon, Karen was escorted off the property, still yelling about bylaws and eminent domain of the people. The HOA's expansion proposal was voided within 24 hours. The county even launched a formal investigation. Apparently, Karen had accidentally been charging membership fees to homeowners nowhere near her neighborhood, pocketing the administrative dues. She was fined for fraudulent representation, trespassing, and the best one, misappropriation of residential jurisdiction. A few weeks later, I took a quiet morning at the cabin again. The banner was gone. The fake security camera had been repurposed by a raccoon, and the only sound was the soft lap of lake water against the dock. I sat with Duke, fishing rod in hand, thinking about how far Karen would go for a sense of power she never had. My phone buzzed, a text from Jenkins. "Hey Judge, the county's renaming that section of land. New official designation, Karen's Folly Point." "You're welcome." I laughed so hard I nearly dropped the phone in the lake. Sometimes justice isn't about the courtroom. Sometimes it's about watching karma paddle across calm water, straight to your own dock.